Hey guys, Suzuki was here. Welcome back to another live stream where, yes, as always, covering the hot topics in Transformers Earth Wars. And this week is no different. So, obviously, a huge announcement from, I was going to say Space 8, but the Yodo team today around the primes coming to the game. Now, I did kind of say to you guys, I knew something was coming. I knew a bit about it, and this was it. So I did know a bit of this was coming this soon. But obviously, a bit of an NDA, couldn't say anything, but super excited that they are here. So we're obviously going to be taking a look at them today. We haven't got them in test yet. I'm going to be going through the live stream, analysing some screenshots you might have missed, and clearing up hopefully a few questions that I know so far. But they're not in testing yet, so all I'm going off is what I've gathered from the stream. A few questions I've asked for Dale since then, and some screenshots that I've managed to capture from the stream. So really cool. What else we're doing as well? So, also we talk about my bundle that is in the store right now. So, no, I don't get any money for it, but it just gives me a bit of pride that people like that bundle and willing to buy it because it's good value. So, I always say to you guys, I'm not gonna advise to buy something that's rubbish, but I think the meta makers are good bundles. I've said that, and I've literally chosen the bots for it as well. So for me, this is one of the best bundles that, for me, you can buy. So if you're gonna buy any bundle, then I'd buy this one because obviously it's mine. What else are we gonna do? We're gonna talk about the next 5-star combiner. Nothing officially confirmed, but I'm gonna talk in why I think it's a certain combiner. Give you some sneak peek, maybe. And then we're going to be doing a combiner tier list, but not. It's a bot list. So it came from one of my watchers, subscribers, that said they would like me to do a sort of batch video around combiners more and which batches to go from. So I've worked something out. I'm going to take a look at that as well. And then at the end of the stream, we're going to be doing a big giveaway as well. So hush, hush, bit quiet. I'm not going to say what it is. But we are going to be doing a big giveaway at the end of the stream, so make sure you stay tuned to the end of the stream if you want to take part in that as well. Cool, but let's have a look who we've got in the chat for now. So we've got London's Calling was first in the chat. Thanks for joining. We've got Blade 19, one of my members as well. We've got Dread 81. We've got Twilight TYR. Tyre. We've got my buddy Grind Time as always. It's never a stream without Grind Time, is it? We've got my buddy Trax as well, another of my members as well. We've got Ricky Lau, we've got Calvin, we've got Deshaun. Excuse me. We've got Jason Rowley, we've got Vixen. Hello, good to see you as well. Stephen Gomez, another of my members as well. Long-serving member who just buffed the huff. I know. Even the Ape started saying that. Well, the Yodo, sorry. Even they started saying it now, so they must be onto it surely by now. We've got Darklands as well. Good to see you, bud. We've got CJ, my buddy Candyman, who's also a member as well. We've got Carnage Mac R8 in the chat. We've got Hellraiser as well. We've got Spen0787. How's it going? Welcome back. We've got Matty as well. We've got Blockboy. Welcome back. We've got my buddy Croto. Go and check out his channel, guys. There's a lot of war videos, very cool. We've got Giga, we've got Alisan, hope I got that right. We've got who else? My buddy Brad Channing. So what's good to see you, bud. We've got Sharksy as well. It's just jumped ahead. Who else have we got? We've got Soldier in the chat as well. Always say go and check out his channel, guys. Really cool stuff. We've got Callum, who was also saying what's we got Chris Hammond as well. And I think we've got everyone there, I think. Apologies, guys. Oh my god. Callum. What's that? I know that's a blast from the past. Honestly, I remember everyone saying that to me when he came out. What's that? Yeah, cool. So what's everyone saying? I mean, obviously a lot of talk about the primes, what's happening, and hopefully what's going to be happening with them. Hopefully I can clear a few things up. We got BlueTube as well. Welcome to the stream. Did you want to show me Megatronus Prime? I literally asked Callum for it today, joking, but I was like, send it now. I need it now. I need it now. But it's not even in test yet, guys. So I presume we'll be able to show it in next week's stream. So if you want to see it, then tune in. Vixen, did you like calling me Muppets on? Yeah, I thought it was quite funny. Calling Yannis a Muppet. It was quite funny. We've got Joseph Torillo in the chat as well. Grantan, the kids don't know what you're doing with the WhatsApp stuff. I know. The kids are like, why is he pulling a tongue and going, saying his name really weird? I know. Callum is my prime. Cool. Right, let's head straight into the newsletter because we've got tons of stuff to go through today. So, Brown Week, Grana Week, Ninny Bong. Welcome to this weekend's event. It's called Alignment. I was going to put the newsletter on a bit of an axis, but then I thought, no, we'll just ruin it. You know, alignment. Get it? No, forget it. This weekend's event, 500,000 points, 20 prestiges. It's basically a Prime Core Shard event. And I know a lot of top players are like, oh my god, I'm sick of Prime Core Shard events. But don't forget, there are players out there that don't have all the Prime Cores yet. It's obviously got a lot of new players in the game. And so it's important that they try and get some of these, at least the offensive Prime Cores. And defensive Prime Cores later on. But obviously the offensive Prime Cores are so vital in the game. So I kind of get it. You know, I just want another use of Prime Core Shards. That's what I want. I get new players need them, but I want another use of Prime Core Shards. How cool would it be if you could use Prime Core Shards to upgrade the Primes in some way? That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, some combat spark and some power cores and stuff. So, not a bad event. Nice and easy and chilled event. Then in the total spark chest, obviously got spark, combined spark, and combat spark. Usual battle zones apply. Is it mayhem? I don't think it is mayhem. No, it's a normal event. Sadly, sorry guys. Game updates information. So just talking about the primes. But basically, the Prime concept says they're a new addition to your squad. However, they'll not arrive on the launch pad with your team. You'll have to earn ability points by destroying parts of the bases before your Primes can be deployed. Additionally, the Prime can be deployed in a radius of all your bots out on the field with a small area effect when they land. You can do some serious damage by planning when to deploy your new squad member. There's going to be a new Prime lab we're going to talk about and some artifacts as well, which we'll talk about as well. And as I mentioned earlier, I've got my own bundle in the store right now, and I presume it's going to be in game tomorrow. Go and check it out. It includes Smokescreen or Breakneck, Overload or Demolisher, Taz-Kid or Antagonist, Tracks or Cutthroat, and Pipes or Headstrong. So 5 really good bots. And I tried to stay away from a few that I thought might get nerfed. I thought, I don't want people buying it and go, oh, was a bundle got nerfed? So I thought, I'll try and get 5 that I don't think will get nerfed too badly or changed too badly and will still be good, you know, further down the line. So 5 really good bots. And also there's a discount code, 15% off using the word "wazza" in store. So it's 15% off all your cart as well. So it's not just the bundles; it's all your cart, and that is, I think it's till the 11th. So next weekend, is that the 11th? Next Thursday. So yeah, 15% off. There's also a G2 Rook and G2 Vortex skin as well. It's not my thing, but hey. We've got some white hot crystals, which drop from Creme Zeeks and some Prem crystals or Spark, with a slim chance of getting 5-star shards, with a 0.1% chance of getting 5,000 5-star shards. I have seen a few people get them, but it is a 0.1%, so don't expect it. And then Saga schedule, obviously they've shortened it because they had to push back the primes, but they should be coming in about 3 weeks. But this week's event is a Prime Core Shard event, and next week is a combat event. I've not even seen the combat in testing yet, which is a bit worrying. I don't know what's happening. Unless it's not a combat and it's something else. Who knows? But we'll wait and see. And then go and check out, obviously, myself, Freesia, Soul, and CF. Go and check out all channels. I also did a interview with CF on Monday. Oh, he did an interview with me, I should say. So go and check it out, guys. Cool. And that is the news. Candyman, no Cyclones in the bundle. I know. Well, someone said no Sunstreak in the bundle. I was like, I know. What else? So everyone's saying. Callum, hey yo, pick up the phone. Where's that? Done that in years. Why not allow Prime for Alt Faction? Yeah, well, yeah. I think they missed an opportunity today. Should do, I think. What else? Boo! No events. What else? Yoda should give Wazza 5% of the company's annual revenue for all the marketing he does. It's my job though. I don't really market much really. I suppose I do market the game in a way, but no, I'm not bothered really. I do. I enjoy it. It's fine. No, but listen, my point has always been, I've always said to them, well, listen, I'm like, yeah, listen, if they said to me, do you want some money from the bundle? I'm not going to say no, but the point I'm making is, for me, it's more about getting my name out there and getting exposure. I want to get to 10k subs. That's a big one for me. There's certain milestones I sort of set myself. And the first one was like 1,000 videos. That's the closest one. And then the next one is 10,000 subs. That's the next big one I want to get to. And I've been quite happy with that. So I'm not saying I'm going to quit like 10k and go, I'm done. But I think that's a big achievement getting to 10k, getting to 5 figures. So that's the big one. So any exposure I can get and get people to subscribe, then the better. I've always said that it's a shame that the content creators aren't advertised in game. That's a big one for me. I was like, things like making our own bundles and stuff. And there's something else in the works as well that we're trying to start with Dale. I was just trying to get our name out there into the game every few months and stuff like that, so people realise that there are content creators out there, and hopefully they can subscribe and watch. That's the dream. What else? Reserves put Snapdragon still can't target HQ. It's by design. So you can't solo HQ. It is what it is. Last Science put, if you put Sunstreak in a bundle, they'll know he's good and perfect him. Perfect him? I mean nerf him. I don't think so, but I think Sunstreak will get nerfed a bit anyway. But yeah. Yeah, Berserk's put Drift can target the HQ, what's the difference? Well, I think that might change eventually as well. Block Boy, is this week's Metamaker bundle more expensive than last week's? Yes, but it's double the crystals. So it is double the price, but it's also double the crystals as well. So, what else? Goody Fox support the bots I want to see in the game will probably never be added. Paddles, Scar, Stampy, Colada. I've never heard of any of them. I'm not gonna lie. I've heard of Paddles because it's from this game, but that's it really. Vic says, "But I'll have to see if I can get my own bundle." Already had 2 events. Um, Blue Chews put Smokey can no longer target Monades with SA. Monades? What's Monades? Callum's put, I missed the hidden joke in the newsletter. You gonna make me look? No, I've missed it. What's the joke? What are you on about, Callum? I don't know what you're on about. Under schedule. Well, you mean drift? You mean? You're terrible. You're terrible. Um, yeah, Last Lions put the advertising the game, but they're fake ads. I know is. I don't think they have any control over it. They just pay a source to advertise the game, and yeah, it is awful. Those the adverts, isn't it? Yeah, I've seen Never. It is pretty awful. All right, cool. Okay. So as we spoke about, Sunstreaker was a bundle in store. So yes, it is around $10. I think it is. But for 240 meta makers and 22 meta builder crystals. So I've obviously bought it. I mean, had to my bundle. And the Decepticon conversion as well. So got about 15,000 shards, 5-star shards from it, which is also all going on ranks because sadly the new bundle has dropped. The new batch has dropped, and I'm not bothering with it. I've got the two bots that I wanted really. Wing Saber definitely, Vector Prime, close second. But then Orion Pack, Snapdragon, Jetfire, Sky Striker, I can live without. And so I think that bundle will literally just sit there now with the other bundles, including Sentius and Rotorstorm, including RC and Perceptor, and including Windblade, never to be touched. I know Grind Time's going to kill me for just leaving them there. And he's going to be like, pull them. But no, I'm not pulling. But in the Metamaker bundles, you've got Smokescreen, Overload, Tazkid, Tracks, and Pipes. 5 really, really good bots. Pipes is a staple on my war team. Smokescreen, staple on my war team. Overload drops in and out depending on whether Cosmos or Mindwipe are in an outpost. If they are, he comes. Tazkid, if there's a lot of fire cores and it's a bit more front loaded, then I will take Tazkid. And then Tracks, I put Tracks in because I know there's a 5-star version in the store, and I've spoken to people about Overload versus Tracks. Now I don't have the 5-star version. I think the 4-star still suffice, but Overload, Tracks, still really, really good bots, both of them. So I thought it'd be a good idea to put Tracks in just to help people rank him up with getting the new 5-star as well. So yeah, really good bundle. I thought it's really good for ranking bots. You know, Overload's only just been added to Crystal, so a good opportunity to get him. And a good opportunity for new players as well to get the 4-star versions of these bots because they're really, really good. So yeah, listen, I'm not just saying it because it's my bundle, but it is a really good bundle, guys, with 5 amazing bots. I mean, again, I've picked them, so I must think they're really good. And these meta makers are literally the best bundles you can get. I would buy these. Don't buy the cheaper ones down below. You don't get as much, see there, that you're only getting 55 meta makers and 5 meta builders in that for $10 roughly. So don't bother with the multiple pick ones. Multiple purchase ones, should say. You can buy as many of these as you want. But these are single purchase only, but they are really, really good bundles, guys. Like I said, 15,000 5-star shards I got, and that's not including like all the cores that I got as well, and the bots that I got. So yeah, really, really good. Oh, Yeah, buy these. I'm not going through all that again. It wasn't going to be a video anyway. I'm just sort of talking about the meta makers, but yeah, yeah, really, really good guys. Like I said, these are really good. But yeah, don't buy these ones. These ones not a rip off. They're all right, but these are amazing. So, but they're only a single purchase. So yeah. Disha, I bet you won't pull Snapdragon. I bet I don't. Which is the heads up though, Grand Time. And Karen Makara as well. Karen Makara has put noob streamer, only 1,000 videos. I know, only 1,000. When you think about it though, 1,000 is a lot. A lot. 1,000 videos or streams or whatever. But 1,000, Jesus. Next point is cool. You got a bundle, but it's just random 2 to 4 stars in the end. No, it's just 3 and 4 stars. There's no 2 stars in it. Look, as you can see there, there's no 2 stars in it, and it's a 5% drop rate on 4 stars. So it is a really good bundle. Like I said, 15,000 5-star shards from them 2 bundles. So you get about 7.5 each for $10. Easy. Trench the spot. I have enough shards going back to 18 just to get Snapdragon. So you got 5,000 shards. Don't pull it yet. Wait till you see my combine a bot tier list thing and then go and pick. Vic Jing, how's it going? You alright? Good to see you as well. Big Blade, yes we are going to do a giveaway at the end of the stream as well. Yeah, nice in-game bundle pick. I do need to show this actually. It's quite amusing. So for those that are aware, I sort of did some memes of all the devs. I'll show you actually. Let's have a look. So yeah, I made these. So coming soon, because obviously everything's always coming soon. I actually made an update on this. Hold my beer. Obviously got Morale saying losers. That was quite funny. Yanis saying go playing the game. And then I thought, you know, because Dale and Cal are like shattered glass, I thought I'd do similar for Cal, but with the spelling mistakes from the newsletter in it. So coming soon. So yeah. But then I also did another Hyro one. Where's the new Hyro one? Let's see. Oh, there it is there. I also made that one as well. I've even got one for Vixen, who's in the chat as well. I've even got one for Vixen as well. So yeah, so I think to pay me back, I think I always picked the most unflattering picture ever. But you know what? I don't mind it. I'm in the game. That's huge for me, honestly. Like massive. Like I said, I've wanted this for so long, and it's really really cool. I think it's good that it coincides with the obviously the 1,000 videos. It only took 1,000 videos to get there. But yeah, really really cool to be in the game, and really appreciate it as well. Honestly. um. Day you'll love. Oh, King Winlock, good to see you in the stream as well, buddy. Big Blade, I want to make my own core. Oh, you gotta become a streamer first and then do it for 10 years, do 1,000 videos, and then you get to make one. Tracks like my coming soon thing, meme. So now they only need a functional and timely newsletter and social media. They do need better social media. They do, to be fair. They do. That's one thing. They used to have a Facebook page, didn't they? And then just stopped all of a sudden. Don't know what happened. But yeah, definitely. Stephen Gomez has super chatted and he's put your bundle has one glaring omission. Huffer. Listen, if he was buffed, I'd have put him in. But until then, nope. He needs to get his buff first. Definitely. Darklands I pulled from the new batch just to have bots to work on. I've got bots to work on. That's what I've leveled them in Zone 17. I want to work on Ironhide, Hoist, Chromia, Cosmos, First Aid, Vector Prime, just to see what Freydis is talking about. See what all his nonsense is about. Maybe Retgar as well. You know, I've definitely got a few. I definitely want to do Cosmos and Chromia for Outpost and Ironhide from the team. But yeah. Grind times, but yeah, same. I pull them all just to have stuff to do. What's my player rank? 95 my player rank. It's not too high, to be fair. Goody Fox, would SSW be mean and not add an art section on his Discord? I had to put on the Engineer Hoist. Engineer Hoist starts Discord? Jeez. He's not loaded in a long time. Sadly. Cool. Right. So, I did mention earlier about the next 5-star combiner. So, we know Trailbreaker is now available as a 5-star, or was available as in the 5-star in the game. But the Apes or Yodel come out and said that Skyrain as a 5-star is not the next combiner to come out. So I do think that Raiden will be the next 5-star to come out. So obviously that'll be a part available in an event. But then which will be the next proper 5-star combiner? You know, because although Raiden's a 5-star combiner or will be, I don't think he's like, officially like the 5-star combiner, like, the bot ones. Which 5-star bot will complete the next 5-star combiner? So I think we're too far away. We've still got 2 bots left for Superion. I can't see that coming anytime soon. We've got too many for Victorion, so I can't see that. Make Supreme's already a 5-star. We've got Ruination. We've got Opmax waiting for Mirage, maybe. We've already got Comp. We've already got Volcanicus. We've got too many for Magdaboss. And I've got a sneaky suspicion it's going to be Defensor. Because I was talking to Dale a while ago, and I was like, what's the next 5-star combiner? And he said, we don't know yet, we're trying to decide. And I went, Defensor's easy. All you need is Streetwise and Sinner-Twin. I was like, oh yeah, and Cutthroat. But we've just had Cutthroat. We just had Cutthroat come out. So you've got to think to yourself, why bring out Trax and Cutthroat now? Why now? And my belief is that they're actually making plans for 5-star Defensor. I think we'll see Streetwise and Sinner-Twin in a batch, I think. I think we'll have 5-star Raiden next. I think that'll be the next one. And I think after that will be 5-star Defensor personally. With a 5-star Streetwise and a 5-star Sinner-Twin. 5-star Streetwise will be interesting. Quite a good bot. Still being used at the top levels of wars by some players. And I think as a 5-star, I think people turn their nose up at 4 stars. And like, meh, I'm not using him because it's a 4-star. Whereas a 5-star version, we'll see it a lot more with that slow and speed up. And then the question then is, do we see more cryo cores? With that being so OP possibly with Comptron as well. But personally, I think Defensor and Streetwise will be the next bot combiner coming out. What do you guys think? Do you think we'll actually see Skyrain before Defensor? I think Skyrain will come before Raiden, maybe. What do you guys think of the next one? Dixon's put, I'm calling Skyrain or Raiden. Yeah, but the team have said it's not Raiden next, haven't they? So I don't know. Maybe it's all Cloak and Daggers, maybe. Spectral Hunter. Who do you think is the best Titan now? Arc is the best 4-star Titan, but obviously with Metroplex being a 5-star, I just like Metroplex. I didn't bother with Fort Max. I've not leveled Fort Max that much, so I don't know. I'm stuck on Metroplex. I'm going to use him. Um, um, Big Blade, how will Raiden's 5-star pieces be handled? They'll be 5 stars events. That's what I think they'll be. Similar to the 4-star, but obviously a higher point tally. Candyman, where's my 5-star Galvatronus? I got Cyclonus now, so I'm good to go. Yeah, exactly. They are good to go, but I think they're not on the priority. Trax has put Raider will probably broken up into pairs. I think it'd be 3 again. I think it'd be split up into 3. 3 5-star events. Could it Fox Streetwise already have a 5-star? No, it doesn't. Trax and Cutthroat is 5-star web store. Yep. Spen, people use Streetwise. Yeah, believe it or not, yeah. Defensor would also need a buff. Yeah, I think so. But don't forget, Volcanicus had a buff, Comptron's had a buff, Omega's had a buff, so yeah, I think it'd be the same. Spen reckons Skyrim before as well. Big Blaze put if it's 4-star shield to be useful, it needs to have a constant taunt to make it reflect deadly. I don't know. I think it just needs extending really. It's not very long, is it? Imagine it being like 30 seconds, that'd be crazy, wouldn't it? Yeah, because it's 10 seconds right now. It's got 90% reflect. Upon death, 50% damage reduction for 10 seconds. I think if that. Oh yeah. 90% of income after 6 seconds. Oh yeah, that needs to be like at least triple that. 15 seconds minimum. Darklands, maybe a Magnum and triple. Nah, it's too. It's still need 3 each. Deshaun, I don't have the new box. Promise you, I don't. Grind time, Cloak and Dagger aren't even in the game yet. But Blade 19 spot, I think it'll be Dino King. Maybe. Will Tidal Wave be coming to the game? I've predicted so. I think there'll be some more Titans, and the only reason is, if you look at this. Why is it like that? Why is there a gap there? Looks a bit strange, doesn't it? Spectral Hunter, can I show you my tech tree? Yeah, I can do. Yeah, go on. I mean, it's all maxed out, completely maxed. Has been for years. Sure that helps you out what you're looking for, I don't know. There you go. Thank you, that'll be all day. Spend 0787, what about Op Max? Only Mirage missing. No, but I don't know, I just can't see it. I don't know. Wow, was I actually max something out? I know. I've got to think about not maxing things out. To be fair, funny story was I didn't have it maxed out, and then something happened, and I won't say what, which caused me to max it out. Let's just leave it at that. But I blame Dale. We'll leave it at that. Twilight's but I can honestly care less for the next 5-star combiner. I'm going for my second so I can put Comptron on defense. So basically set with 5-star combiners. CF, don't be a smeghead. That's a comedy reference from a British or English comedy we'll talk about. Let me know if you've seen Father Ted yet. Father Ted, one of the best comedies ever. Cool. Right, let's get into this tier list. So, what I've decided to do is, I've decided to rate the bots 1 to 5, standard practice. Obviously, 1 means don't bother, don't even go for them. 2 is they're alright, I'd use them, but only if you have to. Put them in a team for events and stuff like that. 3, situationally good means in certain situations it can be good for a certain job, but not generally. Might be a specific job. 4, they're good bots. You know, these are sort of bots where you think they won't get nerfed, they're well balanced, really good. And then meta bots, you're talking really good bots where they're sort of borderline OP. And sort of rated every single batch as well. But what I've done is, which makes it a bit more interesting, is I've also rated the bots in terms of how they relate to the combiners they're parts of. So, for example, you can see here that I've put Silverbolt as green because he's a part of Superion. Now, Superion is not considered a worthwhile really combiner. He's not one of the best combiners, obviously not a 5-star version yet, so I wouldn't obviously go for Silverbolt yet. You know, eventually maybe, but right now as it is, I wouldn't really bother with 5-star Silverbolt. It's not going to get you a 5-star combiner, but it's one for the future. Then the ones that are in orange, like Wheeljack, they're for combiners that are pretty decent. So obviously Skyrain in that case. So they will make up a, you know, a half decent combiner that's useful. And the red ones are kind of like must-haves. They're parts for the combiners that are absolutely amazing and, you know, top of the game right now. And so what I've done is, obviously we give the ones that are in the first tier down the bottom here just 1 point in the batch. These get 2 points, these get 3, these get 4, and these get 5. Obviously, the highest scoring, the better. But what I've also done is, if they are green and part of a combiner, I've given them an extra point on the batch because they are a part of a combiner and worthwhile. If they're orange, I've given it an extra 2 points per orange bot. Because they're part of a half decent combiner. Maybe not a 5-star yet, but they're definitely part of even a 4-star combiner that's still useful. And then for the absolute meta combiners, I've given extra 3 points. So you can see here, we've got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, plus 5 is 16. But we get an extra point for Silverbolt because he's part of, obviously, Computron. An extra point for Sunstreaker, but then obviously 3 extra points for Grimlock because it's part of Volcanicus. And Volcanicus is absolutely amazing. Oh yeah, so why have I put Power Glide in there? Good point. Good point. Well seen. And then we need to change that now. Ouch. My bad. I've actually gone through this as well. My bad. So yeah, as you can see there, batch 1, 21 points. So you can see here the key at the bottom here that, you know, green you want to try and stay away from. Yellow means it's alright, it's not bad. Orange, you should be looking to maybe pull from this batch, and the red is sort of like these are the batches that people are going to suggest you sort of pull from. Really good, but again, this is as it stands right now. So you see there, batch 1, 21 out of a possible, I mean, it's like 25 and then 3 for each bottle, 50 out of 40 really. But 21, decent score, few bots that are part of combiners. Batch 2, mainly Wheeljack is the standout. I'm proud of the Skyburst, but again, do you really want to pull Skyburst for 5-star Victorion when Skyburst is not very that good? That's the kind of point of all this thing, this ratings. Batch 3, again, only Firefly in there really, and not a 5-star combiner yet, and Springer's really the pick of the batch. Batch 4, decent batch, as you can see here, Ratchet, Lita and Blaster, but only really Sludge, that's a mainstay part of Volcanicus, and then obviously Prowl up max. I think this will come better in time when we get more 5-star combiners, and Prowl is obviously part of the 5-star up max. Batch 5, only 13 points because a lot of poor bots in there, but Warpath keeps it up. But as you can see, only one combiner bot, and that is Snarl. Sadly, a really, really poor bot, but he is required for Volcanicus. So I'll try and pull Snarl from Batch 5, maybe Warpath, and then just simply stay away. Batch 6, as you can see, one of the best batches going. Goldfire not that good, but then after that you got quite a few combiner bots in there. You got Rustos, you got First Aid and Hotspot. Obviously 2 from the same combiner as well, which obviously helps. Sandstorm, obviously a good bot as well. And then for me, probably the best batch in the game, still you've got obviously Smokescreen. You've got Blades as well. You've got then Jetfire, Rhinox, and Laser Op, who are alright. They're not too bad, but you've got 2 really good combiner bots there and 2 really good bots. So not only are you getting combiner bots, you're getting good bots as well. So for me, batch 7 is still one of the pick of the batch. Batch 8, I mean, you've got 3 combiner bots in there, which is pretty good. No standout bots that are absolutely amazing, but then no really awful ones as well. So a solid batch to go into. Batch 9, again, another solid batch. Only 1 combiner bot, but you've got a couple of good bots in there in Brainstorm and Pipes. Batch 10, Strafe drags it down. Being a combiner bot, such a shame that he's right down there, really, but pretty awful. And then Dino's had a recent buff, but it's not really done much to him. And then a couple of sort of mid bots for myself. I mean, some people might put these 2 a bit higher, but for me, they're pretty good, but they can be a bit expensive. Batch 11, Ironhide leading the front. Then we've got Hound, who's not the best, had a recent buff though. And Twin Twist, really good on defense. And then Blur and Slingshot, can be alright at certain base types, but still an okay batch to pull from, no real duds. Another batch here with no real duds, but again, Air Raid, Combiner bot, really good. And you got Topspin in there, as a good bot as well. Skids, Saber, Hoist. Some real good bots in there. Only 2 Combiner bots though. Batch 13, again, no real massive meta bots, but again, they're all sort of in this middle section. So, all pretty good. 2 Combiner bots in Robuster and Scattershot. Batch 14, for me, is pretty woeful. Inferno's pretty good, but I'm not a big fan, if I'm perfectly honest. But I know he's quite in the meta, people using him. Brawn and Aerial are so-so. I mean, I may put Aerial lower, but I know a lot of people use Aerial to good effect. And then we've got Whirl and Tigerhawk. And again, some people might like Whirl a bit better, but not for me. I was excited about his ability 11, then it got pulled back. So that's for me where he goes into okay for resources. But only 1 combiner bot in that batch. Batch 15 is a really good batch as well, because you've got Slug and Afterbreaker, both parts, 2 of the best combiners in the game in terms of Volcanicus and Computron. Then we got Alpha Trion, Grapple and Wreckgar, who are okay bots. They're not disastrous, but if you can obviously pull from this batch and get these 2 straight off the bat, then you're on to a winner. Batch 16 used to be the best batch in the game by far, but since the nerfs, I feel like they're all where they need to be now. They're not in the meta section, but you've got Nosecone in there. It's obviously part of Computron. You've got Leo Prime, Blue Streak, Beach, and then Huffbar, who obviously needs a buff. But yeah, a solid batch with, plenty to try and get, and not many disappointments, to be fair. Then batch 17, really good batch. We've got obviously Taz Kid, who had a rework and a cost reduction. Lightspeed, who's amazing on defense, even decent on attack, really. Obviously a part of Computron as well, which matters for a lot. For me, Computron the best combiner in the game. Then we've got Cosmos as well, obviously really good on defense. I would actually say he's the new Twin Twist in terms of meta outpost bots. Absolutely must have right now. And then we've got Chromium and Metal Hawk, who are okay, they're not too bad. They can be useful, so a good batch overall. And then we've got the last batch pulling up the rear. Wing Saber's pretty good. You can use him situationally to take out certain defenses and do some damage to the shield gen and put some glass on it. So yeah, pretty good, quite cheap as well. Vector Prime, I'm not a big fan of. I know that freezers will put him a lot higher, but I'm just not a big fan myself. The hollows don't last long enough for me. Then we've got Snapdragon. Snapdragon for me, he needs a bit more damage or something, and the Mach 3 needs more, and the combo needs more, and just not really good enough. But obviously, pretty good on backdoor still. I know he can't damage or can't target the HQ, but you can still get him up there. So I can see him being useful in backdoor still, because that really good range he's got. And then we got Orion Pax and Sky Striker. I did consider putting Orion Pax in Don't Bother, but I suppose that if you can get your bots into where the healing is, then it is considerable healing and decent. And then Sky Striker may have been a bit harsh, seeing as Jetfire's in 3, but I just feel like it's another jet that does damage and it's not much different. So maybe a bit harsh in that sense there, but again, just another jet. So there you go, guys. If you're looking to go and pull combiners, there's the entire list of where you can pull combiners from. I know I haven't done the Decepticon counterparts, but that's because it would change the whole rankings, because obviously for the sake of Trax and Cutthroat, that's a different, obviously, kettle of fish then, because Trax is not in the batch, so it just makes it a bit more awkward trying to do a con one. But I'll probably hit freeze up and leave him to do that one. But that's the Autobot Combiner batch tier list ratings. Let me know what you guys think. Do you agree with the ratings? Do you agree with my sort of favourite batches to go and get combiners? Let me know what you guys think. And let's see what you guys are saying. Yeah, apologies for Power Glide. So, about one of the best range bots in the game right now. If you do backdoors, I suppose. See, using my tiers. No, this is my tier. You're using my tiers. You're using mine. What you want about? I've done this for years. Canny Macaritis, but for all those cons, we have to redo all the map in our heads. I know. I'm sorry. I am. CS Tactics, Skyburst, and Onslaught heavily underrated. No, really not. I mean, it says it all. When Skyburst not Onslaught. Skyburst was my first ever 5-star, first ever. So you're talking 8 years ago. 6310. Not even max Gmail. It says it all. Was the Firefly Blastoff low key candidate for best airbot? No. No. Nowhere near as good as Blades or Air Raid. Not even close. Not even close. Not even close to Wing Saber. Not even close to Brainstorm either. Nah. Not a chance. Action Whale, I may be the one RC Nightbird lover. Yeah, I prefer Rook. I like Rook, but I just prefer Rook. Cyberdan, Jazz Mix Master become one of the best gunners in the game. My alliance is all starting to use him. And yes, it's the top alliance I play for, because you knew I was going to say that next. That I don't think so in Prime League, but hey, we'll see. Big Blade, I love my boy Sandstorm and Jazz. Kroto, if Rook didn't exist, you get a lot more love. I agree with that, yeah. Dartlands, Jazz still needs a bit more for his cost. Yeah, I agree. It is expensive. But hey, this is what it's all about, guys. You know, opinions. You know, no one's right, no one's wrong. You know, and listen, I will sit here and go, no, you're talking nonsense. But again, that's still my opinion, and you're still entitled to yours. That doesn't mean I'm right. It doesn't mean you're wrong either. You know, but hey. King Grimlock, you're sleeping on batch 9. Well, I've got all from batch 9. But, yeah. No, Slash and Red Alert, so. Action Well, Blur Red Bump just because of heartburn healing from his rush. Yeah, I know. But Nah, I just don't like sack. You can see that a lot of sack bots are quite low for me. I'm not a big sack player. Last Science put Skylinks and Blitzwing need a major buff. No reason why those top tier characters and heavy low characters should be as bad as they are. I think damage is still good, though, isn't it? It's more the pathing, I think. Yeah, Twilight said about there's a bug at the minute, Twin Twist. I think I know about it. Action Whale Tiger Hawk is mad underrated. His damage is crazy now. He's always been more damage than Swoop, but I'm pretty sure that it's in an area rather than hitting targets. So if there's only one bot in that area, it only does limited damage. So you have to, if you put him on defense anyway, I'm pretty sure you have to get him in a sort of a, in a, a tight sort of, what do you call it? Yeah, one of them. In a tight area. In a, what do they call it now? In a something box. God, mine's gone blank. This is the thing about streaming. You stream and you just forget stuff. It's mad. Kill box. There you go. Yeah, you have to get them in a kill box to use Tiger Hawk, I feel. Big Blade got Taz recently. Really, really good bot. Actually, as the #1 grapple fan, he needs his base stats ups. They are awful. Yeah, he's not the best. I said that as well. Needs a regenerate shield. Yeah, maybe. It's not the best. I said that in testing as well. User Gamers put Jetfire below Snapdragon is diabolical. It's not. It's the same. It's not. It's on the same level. Look. Jetfire 3. Snapdragon 3. Oh, below Sky Striker. Nah. I don't know. There's another Jetfire though, isn't it? Should be the same as SG Jetfire. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, you know what? I'll agree with you. I think I was a bit too harsh with that. There we go. Happy now? Yeah, I'd probably say about right, to be fair. I think it's a bit harsh. If Jetfire's up there as well, and Firefly and SG Jetfire, then you're probably right, to be fair. Actually, when I was put, yeah, some of these batches will have 0 combiner parts, like 10. You got Strafe in 10. There's a combiner in everyone, every single one. It's obviously more of us. What does a max 5-star Snapdragon look like anyway? Go back and look at my stream. Spectral Hunter. So which one combiner should I invest in now? I have all of them. Do you have them at 4-star or 5-star though? If you got them at 4-star, ooh, I'd say maybe Magnaboss. Maybe. Magnaboss is really good as a 4-star. Skyrain is really good as a 4-star. Volcanicus, Computron are pretty good as 4-stars. Omega's alright as a 4-star, but I feel like, yeah, you're talking Skyrain and you're talking Magnaboss, really. That's 4-stars. That's 5-stars. Volcanicus and Computron, their 5-star abilities are amazing. Or Omega even. All really, really good. Finals. Obviously, Omega's the easiest. It's just 5-star shards. I mean, if you go and buy a few meta bundles, you'll have 5-star Omega. Just like that. Dead quick. I think I'll guarantee, well, I'd say 2 meta makers, maybe 3 at a push. 3 meta maker bundles, and you'll have Omega. 5-star Omega, which is not too bad. I mean, it's like what? I mean, it's $5 last week, we had that one, and 2 $10 ones, $25. It's not too bad, is it? I would have bumped Brainstalk to 5. Actually, Cuddy Fox support, used right, is very good. Yeah, I don't mind him, but he was on my war team and then I dropped him, which says that he's not meta. So, yeah. Dartland, Strafe better than Skyburst? Maybe, yeah. They're both awful though. Spen thought Cheetah would be higher. No, he's awful. Have you run Blast Off Build 11 with his upgraded AoE? It's really solid. No, I'll give it a go. Let's have a look. Sea Spray fell off. Yeah, he did really, to be fair, yeah. Where was he? Found here somewhere, isn't he? Yeah. Adding Cryo to Jasmine Mix Master just feels right. What do you think? Didn't he add electric to it? I think. Darklands, Cheetor, still only 5-star, that bold. Still sucks. I agree. He was huge in my cleanup crew though. It was amazing. Cuddy Foxes, Jetfire and Brainstorm. Yeah, it's a good combo. I would argue Jetfire and Brainstorm's a better combo. So Firefly and Brainstorm's a better combo than Jetfire and Brainstorm because Firefly has that AoE. So I'd argue that's a better combo. Yeah. Quotas, but yeah, everybody said 18 years, no combiner parts in 18. Good point. Fair point. Oh, she mean yeah. So yeah, fair point. Actually, we're not talking cons. So cons patch 10 doesn't have a combiner part. This is why it's a big difference, you see. So that becomes almost a pretty crap batch then because of that. So yeah. Yeah, Spen agrees. Magna and Skyrim at 4-star. Action Will, a great 4-star combiner with Dino King. Yeah, I agree. Darkland says Magna is best. He's up there, definitely. Vic James combiner suggestion for the beacon. Well, that's a topic next week. We'll talk about it next week. Darklands makes Supreme had a 5-star $20 bundle in web store in July. Yeah. So you got to think for $25 you can get like all the shards from the Metamaker bundle, but you get obviously the other shards as well, and you get like all the bots and the prems, and you get all the cores as well. So good value. Cheeto with the new Tricera shot. The new? What do you mean the new? Has Tricera shot had a buff? Miri bump slingshot up. Where is it? It's in the middle, isn't it? No. No, he can't take anything out. Don't do enough damage for me. Darklands Air Brawn's a good combo. It is, but Brawn just dies a lot. That's his problem. Similar to Rustos, but obviously Rustos does a crazy amount of damage. Similar to B as well. Just get thrown ahead. See you there, Twilight. Thanks for joining. Spectral Hunters, but Magna needs more range for his jump. His potential lacks in time track bases. I agree. Yeah, but should they? I don't know. I've always thought a bit OP that they could jump the tile at half length of map. So I don't know. Actually, well, Tri-7 shot now heals bots for their ability. Should he though? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at his tooltip. That's worrying. I will read it and I will tell you. I've got a 5-star. I've got the 4-star, I'm sure. Why can I not see it? Why can't I find Tri-7 shot? No, no. Where's Tri-7 shot? I got him. I got him. Heal bot for 65% damage dealt. Yeah, you're right, yeah, it does. It does heal for abilities. Just say that, yeah. Braun should have been a warrior. I agree. Yeah, I agree. Cool. Okay. Let's take a look at the primes. What happened then? That was weird. Okay, cool. So they announced today, obviously in the official Yodo stream, that the primes were coming to Transformers Earth Wars. Now I know we do have a few of the primes in the game, namely the likes of Alpha Triumph. Show a minute, it's down here somewhere. So yeah, bots such as Alpha Trion, bots such as Vector Prime will still be in the game. They won't change. Nothing will happen with them. But obviously got the alternative version of their actual Prime version coming to the game as part of the new toy line of Age of the Primes coming to obviously the toy stores. So as we know, the game follows Hasbro's toy releases. So that's going to be the next big focus in the game is the Primes. So going off the stream today, we're going to take a look at a few aspects of it, try and answer some questions if we can. So this was the first sort of screenshot from the stream. Hang on. Let's sort this out a minute. Let's go to that one. So this is the first screenshot they've shown on the stream. As you can see there, huge prime. So the idea is that it's going to fill a 9th slot. So the 9th slot will be only for your prime. It won't be for any other bot. Prime only. So the good thing about this though is that the primes don't have any cooldown. So you can keep playing with them, keep playing with them, keep playing with them. So you can assign the same prime to multiple teams if you like. And as you get more, you can probably put different primes in with different teams to try and emphasize something in the team, I imagine. So as you can see there, this is the screen where you will eventually select your prime. As you can see there, we've got the bot with 2 abilities. Now the way this will work is that the first will be their DPS, how they'll sort of interact when they're attacking, and the other one will be what happens when they hit the floor of the battlefield, and that'll be their ability, so to speak. It was a bit confusing at first. When I thought ability, I thought you mean ability like we have in the game. No, the ability is what they'll do when they're dropped, what effect they'll do, what damage they'll do, stuff like that. And then obviously the next one is simply what they do when they're attacking, which will be whatever bot they are. So there will be a campaign for the primes. So it's not something we'll have to do an event for. It's not something we'll have to spend on. To get the primes is free to play. It's simply a prime campaign. Loads of people have been crying out for campaigns for years. And I've always said that the team won't do them because they're time consuming. But here we are with a new campaign for the primes. Well, for the first prime anyway. So as you can see there, that is the building in action. Obviously getting really crowded on the battlefield now, but it is another building that will need enable just to be able to get the primes. It will be available from HQ9, I think they said it would be. So, you know, lower players, new players will be able to get the primes at a very early stage in the game. So as you can see there, you've got the Prime Lab. This is where you will go in and check on your primes. And then we've got the upgraded lab. As you can see there, at the minute it uses Energon to upgrade. I presume that will still be the same, but who knows? Again, there's a lot of things that will change in playtest. A lot of stats will change, a lot of amounts. So don't look at that and think it will be just over 1 million to upgrade from level 1 to 2. It may increase, it may decrease, who knows. But we will upgrade the level with energetic seams. And this is the prime in the showroom. As you can see there, we've got the passive ability and the special ability. You've got the level and you've got the rank as well. So the idea is that you will level it with XP like you do any other bot. So you can take it in events and level it up. It will take a share of the XP. So if you take it into battle, it will take a share of the XP like with any other bot. But the difference is you need to rank it up as well. So you will rank it up with a separate resource which will be available in bundles and available in events. So the idea is that I imagine that the resource to rank these up will be put in events, and they'll be put at, like they do with shards, like they do with anything else, they'll put different increments throughout the event. So it is a 70k event for this resource. If you do 30k, you'll still get some resources. If you do 70k, you'll get the most. So it might be that you need 100k to go up to rank 5 or something, and I might have a rank 5 because I completed the event, where you might be a rank 3 or rank 4 because you've not been completing the event. But you can still rank up your Megatronus or whatever prime it is completely free to play. Completely free to play. So you don't have to worry about it. But if you want to, as always, be at the top of your game, use complete events. And if you want to be at the real top end of the game, then you're probably going to need to spend money. But as always, it's always available free to play for everyone eventually. So as you can see there, we're going to have individual spark, it seems, for all the primes. So obviously Megatronus spark will only work on Megatronus. I imagine they're gonna have a Megatronus event with universal spark maybe coming in later, maybe that you could level different ones up at a later date. But you can see there that you're going to need either 10,000 Megatronus spark or 22.5 universal spark. So I think the idea is, obviously because it's universal, you're going to need more. If it's specific, you're going to need less. So as you can see there, in terms of Megatronus, again, this is all going to change, specific figures and stuff, but I imagine the ability will stay the same. Dark Flame, enemies near Megatronus are infused with Dark Energon, reducing their DPS by 12% for 5 seconds. So he is a melee bot, so any bots within his melee range will reduce their DPS by 12% for 5 seconds. So as you can see there, as you upgrade the Prime Lab, it increases the power of your primes even further. So for Prime level Lab level 2, it looks like your Prime level will get to 40, and obviously subsequent levels of your lab will mean you will get more levels for your Prime. And this is the other ability here. So you can see Prime Landings. This is the ability that when it hits the landing pad or hits the battlefield, this is what you're going to get. So your Prime materializes in this plane of existence, unleashing a burst of energy that deals 217 damage in a small area. Now, obviously, 217 damage is nothing right now, but you got to think it's only a level 55 bot or Prime. But you got to think these things will all be balanced, obviously, in playtest. And you can see there, that's the ability. So enemies main Megatronus are infused with Dark Energon, reducing their DPS by 12% for 5 seconds, as we saw earlier. So there'll also be artifacts to get for these primes, and specific artifact will go with a specific prime. So you can see there the Requiem Blaster. So I believe that the Requiem Blaster will be quite easy to get, they said. So similar to the primes, quite free to play friendly to obtain it. But leveling it up will be a different matter. That will be, like I said, competing in events and obviously buying bundles as well. So as you can see there, it takes the same resource as we saw earlier. So looking at the resource, Megatronus Spark, you can see the emblem there. So because it is his artifact, it takes the same spark. So you've got to decide on whether you want to put the Megatronus back into the Requiem Blaster, or whether you want to put it into Megatronus himself. But as you can see there, the upgrade bonus, extra ability effect added every 5 levels. So as it goes up, it will change. And they said that what will happen is either the Prime itself or the Requiem Blaster, the artifact, will evolve. That's the word that they used. So you see there that the Requiem Blaster shoot the nearest target for 11 seconds, dealing fire damage. So not too sure how it's going to work because he is a kind of melee bot. But does that mean that he'll start standing back a bit more? I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. But these sort of act the same sort of like combat. And they did say that there'll be events like combat events for these things as well. As you can see there, you see there's a Requiem Blaster equipped. Just trying to pause a minute. Hang on. Hang on. One sec, guys. There we go. So here we can watch Megatronus in battle. So as you see there, how it works is he's currently grayed out, and the way it works at the moment is that you need 19 ability points to be able to use him. Now it doesn't take 19 ability points, as in if you get 19 ability points, you don't lose those ability points, but it just makes you sort of destroy some buildings before you drop him. Is that some way to try and counter backdoors? Maybe, I don't know, but it just means you've got to destroy quite a few defenses. Now, the way I understand it at the moment, again, it's down to playtest. I'm not too sure I agree with this, but you actually have to destroy more things the higher you go. So as you can see here, this is about a zone 15, 16 base. So for zone 17, it means you have to have more ability points than 19. So I had to ask myself, if you're looking at Prime League Wars, how many ability points is it going to take to be able to activate your Prime? And will we simply see everyone just using front-loaded bases? Because then you've got to destroy half the base before, or 3/4 of the base before you drop your Prime. Will we just see literally everyone just using front-loaded bases? Interesting. There we go. There we drop the bots. So you can see there. You watch carefully as they destroy things. So you see there. So they destroy something, destroy 2. So you've got 2 ability points. 5 ability points. You can see there it's racking up. So you see there that they've got to 19 now. So you see that they can actually use him, but if you look carefully, they've got 40 ability points there. And when they drop Megatronus, they don't lose any ability points. You don't have to use ability points to drop a Prime, but you need to get to a certain amount of ability points that you've gained from the base before you drop him. So you can only drop it in these sort of circles here. It needs to be close to a bot, any bot you got on the field, but it has to be in close proximity. You can see there as he sort of jumps down, you can see that massive crash that he does. Why is it not doing it now? Why is it crashing? Right, no rewinding now. Just play it. There we go, there he lands, does a bit of damage in an area, and now he's sort of a tank for your team. So one thing I did notice is obviously he's a melee prime, so I imagine we'll get some that are gunners, maybe some that are healers. Micronus maybe, not too sure, but he is melee. Obviously, not showing too much damage there, but it's still got a bit of balance and stuff. But is it just a meat shield? Is it just a bit of DPS? I hope a bit more than that. I hope it gives an effect to your team as well. So for me, with these primes, what they need to do is obviously they need to do something when they land, whether it's give your bots a DPS boost or give them a HP increase or something. They each need to do something. For me, personally, I think it does need to correlate with what they do in game already. For example, Megatronus is fire, so it needs to sort of stick with fire. The age is hack, so it needs to sort of hack a bit. But like I said, I just hope it's not just a meat shield and a bit of DPS. I hope it adds effects permanently as you evolve it. I imagine over time this will give all your team a Megatronus effect, or maybe it doubled the damage of or doubled the area of Megatronus when it's put on your team. Something like that, where it affects something within the game other than just DPS and HP. And that is all we've got so far for the primes. But like I said, tune in next week where we will have a lot more about the primes. So let me know what you guys think. Are you excited for the primes? Can you not wait for them to come out? Have you got some reservations? Is there some changes you'd like to see? Let me know in the comments what you guys think and what you'd like to see from the primes. See what you guys are saying. Lot of chatter. Cuddy Fox put, I asked in the stream how they would do some of the relics. Some of the relics are technically not weapons. Yeah, I'm not sure how the Forge of Souls Prime will work and things like that. Be interesting. London's Calling says, didn't realize how big the primes are going to be. Yeah, they're pretty, they're pretty hefty. Decent size. I mean, they are primes, aren't they? Or Downlands has put Prime Labs obtainable by beating the campaign, which I suppose HQ8. There you go. It's campaign available from HQ8, guys. Spen likes the idea. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Yeah, Berserk says it's pretty cool. Yeah. Big Blade, Megatron is so wicked. Cuddy Fox has put Onyx Prime has the Tripic mask. I don't know what that is, which is not a weapon. Yeah, we'll see. It doesn't have to be a weapon though. It's just something they attack. It's like an artifact. So yeah. Yeah, Darklands events will give rank up energy. So yeah. Shock Bomb, will you get points for destroying the new Prime building? I presume you would, yes, but only 1 point, I presume. Last time they should let us use Prime Shards to get at least some of them. They do the events for the shards enough, and most have more than enough. Yeah, I mean, I think they should use Prime Shards for something. Last time, this is great. I wonder if we would be stuck with one faction. Yeah, they did say it might not be able to use it on an alt faction, but I think that'll change in time. So no, sorry, I got it right. And this is the pay to win aspect of the Prime. Yeah, there'll always be a pay to win aspect of everything, but I think the big part of it is being available free to play. I don't think they can bring something out like this, something so big and not have it free to play. So it's really cool. Yeah, Cuddy Fox has put, this is what used to be the combiner sparks. Each combiner had their own spark. You're not wrong, you are right. Darklands building sits can be used, yes. I think I might save mine though. I mean, I've got a lot, but I'm saving mine for HQ19, I think. I don't know, I might coin it, I don't know yet. I'll have to wait and see, but yeah, I got 14 building skips, but I might save them for HQ19, I think, to get ahead. Sea Tactics, yes, we'll probably be getting it in playtest next week, I believe, yes. Meta Bears put missed opportunity to give Megatronus his staff and knife combo staff. I don't know, you even had one of them. Darts put artifact changes active abilities. So yeah, and they said also when you rank it up as well, it does change as well, I think. So yeah. Last Science Port, I'm definitely not feeling like buying them with cash. They are always overvalued resources, especially something that's brand new. It depends. I mean, you got. I agree with you. Don't get me wrong, but I think if there's 12 of them, they can have it where they can have quite a bit of Megatron or Spark because it's still restricted by ranks and stuff. So I don't think it was too bad. I don't think. I think the Universal Spark might be where you buy. I think the Megatron Spark will be an event. They'll control that. And I think the Universal Spark will be. Well, Universal, whatever it is, Prime Spark will be in the bundles. I think that's how it'll work. I think. Yeah, could if to do need to rebalance zones. I do agree. Tracks. How is Megatronus Prime to counter backdoors? No, not to counter backdoors. To emphasize backdoors. Usually you have to keep your points high. Plus, who says you need to use them to go do backdoors? You don't. I'm just saying. I think they're doing it to counteract backdoors because obviously you said you need to keep your points high, but you don't really gain many points on the backdoor, do you? I think. I think you do when you combine it, but I don't think when you combine and destroys it, you get ability points usually. But yeah. Big Blaze put, regardless of how a prime works, at the very glance, Megatronus' health is iffy. Yeah, it's got to get balanced, but obviously, that was like a level 55 bot, so we got to think about that as well. Big Blade, yeah, the primes will be the face of HQ19, I think, pretty much, yeah. I think you can use primes in events as well. Yeah, Croto, yeah. I think you can. Mattis put basically an advanced extra battle boost. Kind of. That's why I said I hope they're not just DPS and HP. I hope they get some sort of effect to the battle anyway. So it's a snowball bot. What do you mean by that? Krotos put, I'm super excited. Found something to work on during normal events. Yeah, I'm quite excited for it. So I'm looking forward to it as long as they do something, like I said. Action Wells put, I know I'm interested because I want Amalgamous Prime. You don't know, does yet? It might be awful. Tansaria's put, they need to buff defenses, already too much attack power. Yeah, but this is how it works. They sort of swing to easy and bring out HQ19 and now a bit harder and then they'll make it easy again. And it's never balanced completely. It swings easy to hard, and so they're sort of swinging towards easy now in preparation for HQ19. So people can do events and people can get resources and just chill out and be ready. Spend 0787's put, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, like to see them on a certain aspect. See your team, like you said, Megatronus is fire, yeah. Todd for you and Val buddy yet? Or should we still wait for the pay preview event? No, we'll never be buddies ever. Never ever. Darklands, if the primes avoid hitting the HQ as they alluded to, it'll be stinker to do. What do you mean backdoors? No, they'll still hit the HQ, I think. Won't do damage to the HQ though, but they can still destroy things and clear it out. So sorry, they have specific factions. There's factionless. The factionless completely. Grand Transport, instead of Megatron or Spark, needs to be Prime Spark. Also, not crazy about the points needed to launch. Hello, front-loaded bases, yeah. think that's a big one for me. That's the big two things for me is the points gained should be a standard, I think, throughout. I don't think they should be so high, or at least lower anyway. I understand the sort of increase in points, but not that high. Because, like I said, front-loaded bases will just be all over the show. And they need to give an effect to your bots, other than the ability, other than what they do. They need to give your bots an effect while they're on the field, definitely. Blade 19's, but I just hope the events are not going to be as expensive to do as a Titan event. I imagine so, but like I said, the difference is that you're not playing the event for a Titan. So say a Titan is a 100k event. If you do 80k, you've not got a Titan. That's it. You've got to do 100k or nothing. Or not nothing, but you know what I mean. It's 100k or bust. You don't get it. Whereas with these, if you do 80k rather than 100k, you will still get a decent amount of resources to level him up. But obviously, if I do 100k, you won't get as much as me. So I imagine that's how they'll do it. Berserk's put individual sparks a bad idea. No, I kind of get it though. I kind of get the individual spark will be in the event, so the first couple months will be a Megatronus event, and you'll level Megatronus, and then you'll probably get to a certain point. Let's say there's 40 levels, oh no, ranks. Let's say there's 5 ranks. It might be rank 1 to 4. You can get Megatronus, then the 5th rank might be only available Universal Spark, and I kind of get that. To get to the highest level, then it'd be obviously you have to buy it to begin with. Dalton's, but you can't get enough energy to backdoor to summon a prime, and only Magna gives energy to pull to use abilities. Yeah, exactly. I think so. Yeah, I think that's why. Meta Bear, do you think it's coincidence of Ruination nerf and primes introduced? Yeah, I do. I honestly do. The talk of Ruination nerf was way before primes even being thought of, I think. Last Science put, I'd like a skip battle feature. Never happened, but it should go off RNG based the power of your team versus the power of the base. I know, but it just gets to the point where just clicking fast forward. I don't really like that. I don't like games like that. Tracks. I don't understand how they bring up the prize but can't finish the last Defense Prime Cup. I agree with that. It is long overdue. But I think they're waiting for the technology to make it work properly, which I say it needs to. So blame me. Last Science, I'd like Prime Shard to have something to do with it. I agree, really, yeah. But I don't think it's going to happen, I don't think. Berserk's put, hopefully they have varied effects like Amalgama supports transformation by reducing cost of first ability. I don't think it'd be that. I just think it maybe be Amalgamas might have bots do extra 10% ability damage, maybe. Something like that, you know, but they all do something. Will the ability points from Alpha Trion add on to the Megatronus battle point requirement? I imagine. Well, good point. Good ask. Good question. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I'll try it in test. Goody Fox, with the 5-star Titans, I'm hoping it would be Alliance events so more players can get the Titans. Yeah, who knows? Kroto, I thought of it the other way around. I'd imagine Universal in events, then bundles can buy specific. Maybe. Maybe, yeah. You might be right. Yeah, we'll show. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, exactly. We shall see. Yeah, you're probably right, actually. Yeah. Megatronus should be insane. Almost Titan stats since he's the strongest prime. You know, you can't give him Titan stats. Let's be realistic, though. I get what you're saying of how strong he is, but you also got to be realistic with it. Down on support, unique abilities on primes will make things interesting. Yeah, you know, because you can only have one. Imagine Megatronus increasing, say, maybe, like I said, any fire damage, something like that. Imagine Amalgamus increasing ability damage by 10%. Imagine Micronus increasing any healing by 5%. These sort of things that you can add onto your team. And then I put, like, obviously Micronus might be a gunner and someone else might be a melee. So yeah, listen, I'm interested. I'm interested to see where it's gonna go, what it's gonna do. and I just hope it has an impact in the game, because I always said that when combiners came in the game, they had a big impact and a big influence, and always have. They've had a massive place in the game. They brought out the tech tree. It's awful. It's hard to understand what a bot's going to do because it's not filtered into the tooltip. So Titan tech tree was awful. One of the worst things to come to the game. And then Titans, awful. They don't interact with anything. It's just a distraction. It's the battle in on its own. It's a battle within a battle, but it's a very automated battle at that. So there's no skill involved. If there was some skill involved in it and you could use your bot's abilities on the Titan, then I kind of get that there's some skill involved with it. But right now it's very automated and lacks any skill. So the whole Titan thing for me didn't work. It was pretty awful. And that's the pretty much the last big release, obviously, in terms of combiners, Titans, and now Prime. So I hope they've learned a lesson about Titans and that Primes shouldn't be an automated process. And by having no abilities that you can use makes me worried that it is. But they need to have some sort of effect. They need to have an effect on the battle. They can't just be a meat shield and a bit of DPS. They've got to have an effect on the battle itself. Titans don't really have that. So that's my big worry. Is that I hope they're not just a bit of a meat shield or a bit of a DPS. They need to influence the battle. And not just influence by being a bit more DPS, a bit more HP. They need to influence the battle in some way. What else? Yeah, big blaze, but you got to make. You're talking about MetaBear's comment about obviously how much strength it should have. He's put, yeah, it would make sense, but think of it realistically in terms of stats for a deployable bot. Yeah, you got to think of it that way. Sadly, yeah. Black Joker, welcome to the stream. MetaBear's put tech tree should be coded in buffs, not a grind. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Captain Flint's put, I wouldn't mind an Alliance Legacy combat event. I mean, yeah. I think I'm done with combats now, pretty much. I'm looking. Yeah. I mean, there's some I don't have, but there's no one really like from the missing part that I'm like. There's no one there that I'm like, oh, gotta get. I mean, try Sever Shot maybe. But yeah, maybe Styler and CL 4-star. Try Sever Shot 4-star, but there's no one really. I'd say try Sever Shot maybe. Now he's had a bit of buff in 5-star, but other than that, there's no one that I'm really looking at in terms of combats. And obviously I've got 4,500 of them. So yeah, not missing them at all. Not at all. Also, I feel better late than never. Black Joker has a level 14 base Transformers. Well done. Keep going. It's a long slog, but keep going. You'll get in the end. It takes a long time to get up to the top levels. Megadus Prime is coming. I mean, I'll show him on screen again. Let's try and get a good picture of him up on screen. There we go. If you missed it. Yeah, there's some 5-star combats I'm not too bothered about really. That I'm like, nah, I'm not too bothered about them. They're not really going to come my war team or anything like that. I'm not even going to see my war team, but I suppose they can. I suppose they can go into the bots. I can pull them and yeah, but yeah, cool. John Downey's put, I cannot pull a 4-star CL and I see sold for a few dupes when doing combat crystals. It's been the slowest grind trying to get CL dupes. Yeah, it goes that way sometimes. Can't be helped. Okay. Cool. Trying to think, is there anything that I've missed? I think that is it. Cool. Giveaway time. I know everyone likes a giveaway. So I had to think on how I can do this giveaway fairly. So Cube hit me up and said, as a celebration for your bundle, was I? Go and check it out in store. Go and check it out in the game. Let's get it up on the screen. As a celebration for your bundle, we're going to give you some meta bundles to give away. So I actually have 20 meta bundles to give away. So we're going to do this a bit different though. So what I am going to do is, I obviously want to reward people that obviously supported me in different ways. So I thought that obviously people that have paid membership and actually paid, I think it's important that we try and give some away to them. So I've decided that I'm literally going to give a meta bundle to all of my premium members. As you can see there, all 8. So Grind Time, Simon Hayes, Kill Cannon, Volcanicus number 1. Volcanicus 2 there? Let me just make sure let me get this right. No, it's not 2. So let me just think of this, guys. I want to make sure. I think I've missed someone off there now. I don't want to miss anyone. So give me a second. I put the same name twice by mistake. Give me a sec, guys. It's a bit of a nightmare this earlier because it kept jumping. Stay. Simon Hayes, Kill Cannon. No. There we go. No. Oh wow, this is amazing. Sorry guys. Want to make sure I've got everyone. Don't want to miss anyone out. I feel like I have. Give me a second. Who I missed? Jimmy Carpenter's there, yeah. Trax is there. Volcanicus number 1 is there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so just a minute. There we go. So alright guys, that means we do this. So what we're going to do is we're going to give 7 of my members a meta bundle straight off the bat for being premium members, just as a thank you for being a premium member. So basically that's 7,500 5-star shards. That's the way I've always done it. My premium members will always get sort of like the priority of these giveaways that I do when I do the toy giveaways, or do bundle giveaways, whatever it is. So yeah, Grind Time, Simon Hayes, Kilcannon, Volcanicus #1, Trax, Jimmy Carpenter, and Stay Puffed. I will. If you guys can hit me up with your Alliance HQ level and your player name, and I will arrange for you to get a meta bundle. And then what we've done is I've assigned everyone a number, as you can see there, 1 to 4. And what I've done is for every year, obviously those that have been a few months, I've done that as 1. For every year that people have been a member for, I've given them entries into the draw. So obviously Jason there has been a member for 4 years, so he has 4 entries. These guys here have been members for 3 years, so they get 3 entries each. These guys in pink have been members for 2 years, they get 2 entries each. Everyone else has been a member for less than a year gets 1 entry each. So we have 85 entries and 55 players. We're going to be giving away 8 meta bundles. So let's try and get up the random number generator. Let me find it. There we go. Cool. So let's just make it a bit smaller here. There we go. So you see there, 1 to 85. Make it as fair as possible. We've got 1 to 85. I'm going to write the names up here somewhere. So let's generate the first one. So the first one is 83. And 83 is Michael Elvin. So I'll put it here, I think. Congratulations. Next one up. Let's close this a minute because I keep close that a minute. Random number generator, and then the close that a minute. There we go. And there we go. There we go. Cool. Next one, we've got 6, and that is Jerry Roberts. Let's try again. Next up, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope. 5, 6. What the hell? 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Jerry Roberts, congratulations. Next one up. We've got 37, which is Ahmed. Congratulations. 34 is Raymond Umale. There we go. 68 is David Tong. There we go. Then we've got 42, which is Jack Alexander Herring. Congratulations. Let's have a look. 52, Junk Wax Johnny. And then last one of my members to win is number 5, and that is, he's already won one, so let's try again. 65 is Soldier. Well done. So there we go. So we've got my 3 members there, winners, and then we've got my members winners there as well. Congratulations. And now I'm literally going to pick some people out of the chat. So I'm going to scroll back a bit as well. People have been here since the start of the stream. So I'm going to cover my eyes a bit. And I'm just going to put my pointer on someone. There we go. Who got it on? CF Tactics. Congratulations. So we'll put this underneath there. So CF Tactics. Can't even spell your name, sorry, bud. Tactics, congratulations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's scroll again. Come right to the top, and then we'll do a couple of scrolls down and then pick someone there. Blade 19, congratulations as well. You have won a Metamic bundle as well. Let me just do a bit of scroll. We'll do a few scrolls down. There we go. And then we'll move the mouse a little bit this time. We've got then Darklands. Congratulations. You've won a Meta bundle as well. Let's do another one. Let's scroll down a bit and we'll stop around there, I think. Is that the bottom? I don't even know, but we'll stop around there and we'll move the mouse to the top. And Big Blade 297. Congratulations. I'm actually glad that Big Blade won one. I was asking about the giveaway. So congratulations. And then we'll scroll a bit further up, a bit further down, a bit further up, and then we'll move the mouse down to the bottom and stop there. Oh, hang on, press the button. Hang on, it was scrolling. 1 second. And stop there. Who have we got there? No, you've already won once. You get have one. I'm gonna tell you who it is. Don't want to annoy someone. Who we got there? And we've got Croto as well. Congratulations. So there we go, guys. So Grind Time, Simon Hayes, Kill Cannon, Volcanicus #1, Trax, Jamie Carpenter, Stay Puffed, Michael Elvin, Jerry Roberts, Ahmed, Raymond O'Malley, David Tong, Jack Alexander Herring, Junk Wax Johnny, Soldier, CF Tactics, Blade 19, Darklands, Big Blade, and Croto. Congratulations, guys. Wow. That's a lot of giveaways. Shanks has got all his random members. His son streak was pulling a crime and having 15 accounts. Sorry to those that are, sorry to those that have not won. Apologies, guys. Yeah, someone's got to win, someone's got to lose, aren't they? Sorry, guys. Yeah, I always try and look after my members. I've got to give them something, guys. So, yeah. I love how Big Blade's like, come on, I've got to win. 3 chances left, 2 chances left, and then literally wins. No, sadly, London's calling. Being first won't get you nothing, sadly, sorry. But yeah, congrats, guys. Yapping finally paid off. Yeah, listen, I do this quite often, guys. You know, if I do my giveaways, I do sort of scroll through the chat and try and give it to people that, you know, have been active in the chat, asking questions, talking. So, yeah. You know, these are sort of people that, that I want to try and, do a giveaway to. You know, the people that are active in the chat, talking in the chat, back asking me questions, members, stuff like that. You know, the main people that sort of contribute. But, the best way to sort of, like I said, is to be active in the streams, come and join the streams, be a member, and even subscribe as well, guys. Sometimes we sort of subscriber giveaways as well. So, a lot of things like that. So, sometimes I even did Discord giveaways as well when I was doing some side passes. So, I just switch it up a bit. But basically, like I said, if you're in my Discord and you're a member, and you're subscribed and you're in my streams, then chances are you're going to win something eventually. So that's the best way to win. But if you ask Grind Time and Trax, I think they've won quite a few things. I think even Blade 19, that's fair, because they've always in my streams, the members, been in my Discord. So, these people have won, quite a few times, I think. So, yeah. Spin on 787, couldn't help the pillow mank, was I? Sorry, bud. Goody Fox members already win something, have to deal with you. True. Cuddy Fox, I won the Sunstreaker 5-star last time. Sunstreaker 5-star, what was that? Oh, you mean the 5-star shards? Yeah, that's it, yeah. I think loads of people won giveaways that done. Loads. Sometimes we get toys as well, and I give them away in different places as well, so yeah. But yeah, as I said, I'll always look after my members primarily because obviously they pay a membership fee all the time, so they're obviously priority in these sort of giveaways and stuff like that. And then obviously then it's subscribers and viewers in my stream, and then there's no one after that. That's it. That's it basically. Cool. But yeah, if you have one, guys, then hit me up on Discord with your name, alliance name, in-game name, alliance name, HQ level, and I will get them to send you your Metamaker bundles. Vicky's asking, so when's the next draw? If no one claims these by next week, but I am going to put a video up of the members and put it in to as a post as well to make sure these people sort of get to me. If they don't buy next week, then I will do another giveaway in stream. How's that, guys? Yeah, for people that don't take them, because I think if I put a post on my YouTube and I obviously do a video saying winners for the giveaway, and they don't watch the video and they don't see my post on YouTube, then chances are they're not gonna know, are they? Yeah, Blind 19 said he won 500 5-star shards and 500 combat shards once as well. Yeah, cool. Yeah, but Cuddy Fox has put, yeah, usually when we do like something big, we'll normally do a giveaway. So who knows when the next one will be, but generally they'll do things around the anniversary, they'll do things around big releases and definitely Christmas, stuff like that, definitely. But hopefully we can give some more of these things away every now and again. It's not going to be every week, guys, let's be realistic, but every 2 or 3 months would be pretty cool. Yeah, Kakusan said I didn't know you were doing a draw. This is the thing though, so what I don't want to do is I don't want to do a big post saying, oh, come and join the giveaway, because then what happens is people join that are not really interested in my channel and stuff like that. They're just interested because of the giveaway. So what I tend to do is I tend to just announce it at the beginning of my stream. So if you're there for the beginning of the stream, then you'll know I'm doing a giveaway. So the best thing to do is be subscribed, come and join the stream, and just tune in from the beginning. So yeah. Grant, did I miss what I talk about his bundle? I've not shut up about the bundle. Do you want to see it again? Cuddy Fox, I guess the prize going to the game is a big release. Yeah, it is. It's a huge release, isn't it? Yeah. Supreme Rose, congratulations on crossing the 1,000 mark. Like I said, it was earlier. It was a massive sort of milestone for me. As soon as I got to around 900, I was like, right, I need to get to 1,000 now. Obviously doing about 3 videos a week and a stream, so that's 4 pieces of content a week. It was only about a month before I sort of I did that. But yeah, here's the next 1,000, eh? But yeah, like I said, the big one is 10,000 subs. So don't forget to subscribe, guys. Trying to get to 10k subs. If you get 10k subs, I will do a big giveaway. I promise you, I will. 10k subs, that's a big achievement. It's only once that you get to 10k subs, isn't it? So yeah. How many subscribers do I have? I think 8,200 roughly. So yeah, you got 1,800, I think, roughly thereabouts. So yeah, not a million miles away. Doubtlands, ever think you'd make the milestone? No. Listen, I talk about this on CF Tactics channel, that I just started this because someone in my... I didn't even start it, it wasn't even a thing. Someone in my alliance said, oh, can you help me out with base design? I want to try describing it, because obviously you're just talking. We did have Discord back then, so you're just talking in chats and stuff like that, and they were doing stuff, and I'm like, no, that's not what I mean. Move that there, move that over 2 squares over, and they just couldn't get it. I was getting frustrated, so I thought, right, I need to do a video. I need to show someone. So I did this video, and it was me waffling for 20 minutes. And if you go back, it's actually the first video I ever did on this. And I think that's still now why I start my streams with, hey guys, Because when I said hey guys, um, I was referring to my friends in the alliance. So because they were friends, and yeah, I did a video for them. Wanted to post it somewhere, and I just put the video up, and they were like, "Oh, can you do another one?" So I did one about base design, and then did another one about outpost bots and the best outpost bots because I did put that in the first video. And it went from there. People started asking me for more videos. And then I just did it on a tablet. So it's easy to get into, guys. Just do it on a tablet. Nothing crazy. And I always say to people, don't jump into streaming straight away. It's hard streaming to know people. And you will be streaming to know people, guys, at the start. So get into creating videos first. Learn your trade a bit. Find a niche. Find what you want to do with your channel eventually. Start making some videos. And then when you get into that and you think that you're going to make a go of it, then start sort of investing in a PC. I mean, my PC cost about £2,500 when I got it and upgraded it and stuff like that. So it's no chump change. It is quite a lot of money to put into it. And obviously think a lot of things. I mean, I suppose you got to spend on the game as well, and just to sort of like have the greatest stuff. Maybe I don't know. Maybe you don't have to, but yeah. And it was lockdown. I just thought I'm going to buy a PC. I'm gonna start streaming every single day. And I thought lockdown would be like 2-3 weeks. And I think I got to 94 days, something like that it was, 94 videos. And then I got called back to work. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't not get to 100. I can't. And so I just carried on, working every day, streaming every night until I got to 100. And then we're like, right, I'm not doing a stream every day now, but I will do a stream every week. And then carried on from there, basically. And I remember even at that point, I hit up Pyro saying, "Can I be an official creator?" And he's like, "No, no, you need to have 1,000 subs and something else before you even considered back then." So yeah, it was a slog. So I think at the time I was like, I think before, it was before that actually. I think it was way before that. I think I was about 800 subs at that point, and I was like, "Please be a subscriber." Yeah, but even looking now, I mean, if you look at my I'll try and get the channel up just to show prove what I'm on about. Give me a sec. So there you go. So you can see I actually changed it and put a thumbnail on at the start. So there's 17 minutes of what base design. You can see there, look, 14 minutes. Talk about outpost bots, and then base design do's and don'ts with live attacks and explanations. 30 minutes long. So you can see over the day it was like an hour long. And then someone was like, "How do you farm Energon?" And this is where they sort of come from. People were asking me sort of questions and stuff. Then they wanted to do like ratings videos. So yeah. You see though, back then it was very, very basic. Like, you don't know what you're doing. You're trying to find how to do things, and I was trying to find how to create thumbnails and stuff. Just trying different stuff out. Oh my God, some of it was really embarrassing. Um, yeah, and then sort of fast forward, you can see there. This is when I started kind of streaming around here, and I sort of changed the my thumbnail look and sort of. I think this is still when I was on a tablet. I think yeah, because I started putting like surrounds because that's the size of the tablet screen was the different size to what YouTube has. So I had to put some things around it. When did I start streaming? Where was it? It was around here somewhere, surely. So this is on my video there, so um, surely around here somewhere. Yeah, you see there, streaming there. It's definitely around here somewhere. See there, streaming, rated. Yeah, so about 3 years ago I started actually streaming properly on a PC. So does that coincide with COVID? No, I don't think it does it? Let's look at live. Grind time. I remember the big face reveal. Hey, look, you can see here, look. So this is my live streams before that. 6 years ago, and then you can see, look, Then I started the COVID streams. Look, lockdown play stream. Wow, this is taking me back. You can see there, look, day 25, change the thumbnail a bit. Started changing them every day because I thought, look a bit the same. You don't know it's a new one maybe, so I started changing them a bit. The writing's awful though. Some of the designs are really bad. Started putting the time on because people weren't sure what time I streamed at, and put every single time on it as well. Jesus. 73, you can see there, look, day 81, 86, 88, 92, 97, 98, 99, 100. And that was when Rungan Shroot came out. There you go. Nice bit of trivia there, innit? And, yeah. Carried on from there. And there you go. This is the big reveal 4 years ago. That's when I started streaming. Look. I don't know where to look. Let's have a look at it. I have interest. Oh, me and Jake. Wow. Yeah, yeah. I remember this. I actually remember this. I was so nervous to get it right. And you can see here that I'm sort of looking all over, like I don't know where to look. So I learned that obviously I'm talking to the camera, which is talking to you guys. When I was doing this, I was sort of looking at the screens, didn't know where to look. It's sort of things like that you learn sort of over time, you know. Obviously change the background as well. Didn't know how to put my face overlay, so I had to put it there in the box instead. With Jake, wow, look at Jake there. How long was that? 4 years ago when he'd been 9. Wow, so same as my daughter now. Yeah, wow, takes me back. Cube, that's close to 1 video per day. Yeah, yeah, it was 1 stream per day. It was. Darklands, I think I'm a subscriber. Anyway, to confirm that, go to the channel. If it says subscribe, press subscribe. If it doesn't say subscribe and it says subscribed, subscribed. Yeah, Blade 19's but nothing to be embarrassed about. Everyone's got to start somewhere, and look at you now, 1,000 videos. Well, thanks. But yeah, you are right. Listen, you know, you can't look at everyone started somewhere. Everyone started somewhere, and you can't look at someone else who started a channel and think like, oh my god, I can't believe they're doing that, and I can't believe they've done this and that, and and that's why I always try and sort of help the new streamers coming through. Because I remember when I was first doing it, and this is not a dig at anyone, but no one really helped me get through. I had to sort of push through, and some Alliance members did, but even many Alliance members didn't. To be fair, like no one really helped me other than sort of subscribe and stuff like that. I mean, grind time has. I mean, I can't fault grind time, but over time, obviously, people then start to help you as you get sort of bigger and stuff like that. Yeah, I remember hitting a few people up asking for advice and stuff like that. No one would help you. It was really hard. I'm not like crying or anything like that, but I'm just saying like it can be hard at the start, and that's why I made a point of when Freeze was starting off. I was like, listen, do you want to come to my channel? And we did the unpopular opinions with Tex. That's why I do the interviews with CF and things like that. I just like to try and get them a bit of exposure, really. That's why I mentioned them on our stream as well, to try and get them a bit more, bit more exposure. Actually, but lockdown streams were fun. Yeah, but I tell you what, after about 20 days, you start running out of things to talk about, honestly. And I remember one day coming on stream and sat there and I went, I don't know what to talk about. What do you guys want to talk about? And that was it. I can't remember. I'd have to find it now. It's so amusing. Because literally, I came on stream and all day I was thinking, what am I going to do today? It's different. I didn't have a clue. I did not have a clue. Because I'd done like 30, 40 days, do you know what I mean, of like content. It's hard trying to come up with content every day. Especially a game where you can't constantly play it without coins and spending a shed load of money. But even look at the game there. Look at the textures. Even the textures look a lot worse. Wow. Cuddy Fox, Jake looks like a little baby. At that time, I know, yeah. Like he's the same age my daughter is now, so yeah. Cuddy Fox has put Hoyt can come back one day. He might not stream anymore, but he will start to play the game one day again. Maybe. Maybe with Primes. Who knows? Vic Ching, we are lucky to have you as well. Thank you being a member and a fan and a subscriber. It's like Thursday evening routine for us now. Well, it's Thursday routine for me. It's quite funny because it's all right, come on now. I'm doing my stream. She was like, what? I was like, what you wanting at? I've done this stream every week pretty much for years on a Thursday night. You should know by now. Come on. Actually, well, I wish there was an endless mode. See, I said that. I said there should be a grinding mode that you could do. And I said what they need to do is they need to have wars um, without cooldowns. I really do think that. I really do think that. And I think they need to have a grind. It's something you can grind. Either take cooldowns for medals. I think you should have seasonal medals. I really do. Have a leaderboard, have a prize for it, and take away cooldowns from attacks or resources. I would love that. I would love that. They definitely need. It's so hard to stream this game constantly, and that's why I did an information stream, because you can't stream this game and show people the game for 3 hours at a time because it costs you so much money. I mean, you can when you live on the weekend, but during the week you haven't got a chance. You need some way to be able to stream the game constantly and stream it. And I'd actually tried this. I tried doing, and Sport Notepad. I tried doing 2 streams. Remember, I tried doing a play stream on a Monday. I just found it really difficult without buying coins to play during the week constantly. And I always said that for me, the problem with this game is I get it. That's a good way for it to be monetized. I understand that, but it's so easy, myself included. It's so easy to play the game for 20 minutes, switch it off, and go and play a different game. And you start to get interested in that other game. I did it with Clash Royale for a while as well. And, I did it with Marvel Strike Force as well. You start to get interested in other games. And I think that's a problem, that you can't come home. And I used to come home sometimes and playing Call of Duty or FIFA for like 5 hours at a time. And the time would just go like that. And you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I just played it for 5 hours. And you just can't do that. You should be able to pick this game up and put it down when you want, but you should also be able to play it for a length of time when you want as well. And I'm not saying every mode, because it needs to be monetized in some way. It does to make money. You need to have cooldowns in the game, but there needs to be some way to play the game and be able to stream it for a length of time, definitely. Yeah, Grand Transport, you helped me a ton when I started. Yeah, well, not just because doing another stream with my friend as well, so of course I'm going to do. To what, Phil? They will never get rid of cooldowns in War, though they love people rage coin their bots out of cooldown. I know. Yeah, we've all done it. I think it's time to use the medals we earned from the Alliance Island somehow. Yeah, that's another thing that was awful, wasn't it? That's another thing that they brought out, was like so grindy with very little benefit. Very little benefit. But yeah. But I've said these things for a long time. I'm trying to stop saying it because I sort of give up thinking that it's never going to happen. So yeah. But yeah, I'd love to be able to stream this game 2 nights a week. I'd do it. If I could play this game for 4 hours non-stop, I would do. Easily. So honestly, what I normally do is play 15 minutes, sit here 45 minutes on Discord, chatting crap to people, playing a bit of Clash Royale, then come back in an hour and then play a bit more. And that's how I sort of play. I just sit in front of the screen, just reading Discord and stuff, and talking to people and creating memes. That's more fun. Last line, but I totally get what you're saying. Dokkan has Tan Bata going on right now, and Raid has the Ninja Turtle collab going on. So I've only played for about 20 minutes the whole week so far in Transformers. Yeah, that's what I mean, yeah. That's what I mean. Cool. Right, we're going to end the stream there, guys. Don't forget to go and check out Freegius straight after my stream. See? Giving the guy a plug. Got to do it, yeah. But yeah, go and check out Freegius' stream after mine, guys. Thanks for joining. Don't forget, if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, guys. The next big one is 10k subs. We're trying to hit 10k next year. That's the plan. But yeah, more about the primes next week, I imagine. And come next week and we'll go through them. Any questions, I will hopefully have all the answers by then and more. So yeah, see you next week, guys. If you have one, don't forget to hit me up, please. Let's make sure you get those Meta Maker bundles. And thanks for tuning in, guys, and peace out, guys.